99% of people over 50 trigger hidden insulin spikes 3 times daily without knowing it, and each spike shuts down fat burning for hours. I'm going to share the #1 insulin secret doctors use that helps people lose weight faster after 50, and here's your first game-changing tip right now. Start every meal with protein, not carbs. Studies show this simple food order change cuts blood sugar spikes by 40%. But here's what's even more shocking. Sometimes just eating foods in the wrong order, snacking late at night, or drinking the wrong beverage can shut down fat burning for 6 to 8 hours straight. As former international elite circus performers, my husband and I spent decades pushing our bodies to the absolute limit. We knew what peak performance felt like, what it meant to have complete control over our physical capabilities. But then we hit our 50s, and suddenly everything changed. The methods that worked in our 30s and 40s stopped working. After years of testing natural solutions on ourselves and working with clients, we've identified the exact strategies that work with your changing hormones, not against them. But before we dive deeper, don't forget to like and subscribe for more holistic wellness tips and on how to live your best life after 40. Tip number 1. Master the insulin switch through strategic meal timing and food order. This is the foundation everything else builds on. Every time you eat carbohydrates or even too much protein in one sitting, your blood sugar rises. In response, your pancreas releases insulin to move that sugar into your liver, muscles, and eventually your fat cells. Here's the research that will blow your mind. Dr. Alpana Shukla at Weill Cornell Medicine found that eating protein first, followed by vegetables, then carbs last, can reduce blood sugar spikes by up to 40% and insulin by nearly the same amount. That's the difference between staying in fat-burning mode versus switching to fat storage mode for the next 6 to 8 hours. But most people do the exact opposite. They start meals with bread, rice, or potatoes. When carbs hit your system first, blood sugar spikes sharply and insulin follows. This single habit can keep you in fat storage mode for hours after every meal. Here's your action step. For the next week, restructure every meal. Start with 4-6 ounces of protein, chicken, fish, eggs, Greek yogurt. Then eat your vegetables. Finally, if you're including carbs, eat them last and keep portions moderate. This isn't about eliminating carbs completely, it's about timing them strategically. The second part of mastering insulin is meal timing. Stop eating 3 hours before bed. Just one late snack can disrupt fat burning the entire night. Instead of allowing your body to detox and burn fat during sleep, you're forcing it to digest food and store energy. Create a 12-16 hour overnight fast. This isn't extreme fasting, it's simply giving your body time to rest and repair. Finally, aim for fewer than 100 grams of carbs per day if you want steady results, or closer to 50 grams if you want faster progress. Replace those carbs with nutrient-rich proteins and healthy fats. This keeps insulin lower and more stable throughout the day. Tip number 2. Revolutionize your exercise approach with resistance training. This might be the most important tip I share today, because it challenges everything you've been told about exercise after 50. The standard recommendation is 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity per week, things like walking, light cycling, or water aerobics. But here's what researchers at Tufts University discovered. Resistance training is the most effective anti-aging medicine ever discovered. Dr. Stacy Sims, one of the world's leading experts on women's physiology, says that moderate cardio is actually counterproductive for women over 50. Here's why. When you get into that moderate intensity zone, it increases your sympathetic nervous system drive and raises your baseline cortisol. Remember, cortisol promotes belly fat storage, so you're actually working against your goals. Plus, moderate cardio doesn't provide enough stimulus to build or maintain muscle mass, and muscle is your metabolic engine. The solution? Focus on resistance training 3 to 4 times per week, emphasizing compound movements like squats, deadlifts, rows, and presses. But here's the key. You need to lift heavy enough to challenge yourself. I'm not talking about the pink dumbbells and 20-30 rep sets that many seniors are told to do. That's metabolic stress that puts you in that moderate intensity zone we want to avoid. Instead, work in the 6-8 rep range at 70-80% of your 1 rep max. I know this sounds intimidating, but remember, heavy is relative. If you've never lifted weights, a 15-pound dumbbell might be heavy for you, and that's perfectly fine. The key is progressive overload, gradually increasing the challenge over time. Studies on 70 and 80-year-old people who switched from high-rep training to this heavier, lower-rep approach showed remarkable results. They not only increased lean mass, they improved bone density and proprioception, reducing their fall risk. The central nervous system adaptation was incredible. Their bodies learned to recruit more muscle fibers and produce more force. Add 2 to 3 high-intensity interval training sessions per week. Here's one of my favorites. 10 deadlifts at 75% of your max, immediately followed by 50 seconds of all-out effort on a rowing machine or stationary bike, then 1 full minute of complete rest. Repeat for 6 rounds, total time 12 minutes. This combines the muscle-building stimulus of resistance training with the metabolic benefits of true high-intensity work. The beauty of this approach is efficiency. You're getting better results in less time, and you're working with your hormonal changes instead of against them. Tip number 3. Start every day with the 5-ingredient morning fat burner. This isn't some trendy detox. This is based on solid research and has been used for centuries. Let me walk you through each ingredient and why it works. First, warm water. Not ice cold, not boiling, just gently warmed like a soothing cup of tea. Warm water acts as a natural vasodilator, meaning it widens blood vessels and relaxes the smooth muscle lining your digestive tract. This allows food to move through your system more smoothly, reducing bloating and constipation. It also signals your body to begin releasing digestive enzymes and can subtly raise your metabolism. Second, apple cider vinegar, specifically raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar with the mother. This golden liquid is rich in acetic acid, which has been shown to slow down the rate at which sugar enters your bloodstream after meals. A study in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that apple cider vinegar can reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes by up to 34%. It also helps your body tap into stored fat for energy and increases feelings of satiety, naturally reducing calorie intake. Third, fresh lemon juice. Lemons are packed with vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that helps calm inflammation throughout your body. The natural sourness stimulates your digestive system, triggering the production of digestive enzymes. Even though lemons taste acidic, they have an alkalizing effect once metabolized, helping balance your internal pH for better digestion and nutrient absorption. Fourth, fresh ginger. This humble root contains compounds called gingerols, which are natural anti-inflammatory agents. Ginger soothes digestive discomfort, improves circulation, and has a mild thermogenic effect, meaning it can slightly boost your metabolic rate. It's also excellent for reducing nausea and that unsettled feeling some people get after meals. Fifth, cinnamon. This isn't just for flavor. Cinnamon contains compounds that improve insulin sensitivity, helping your body use glucose more efficiently instead of storing it as fat. It also helps balance gut bacteria, reducing harmful microbes while encouraging beneficial ones. Here's how to prepare it. Start with 1 to 2 cups of comfortably warm water. Add 2 to 3 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of raw apple cider vinegar, a few thin slices of fresh ginger or half a teaspoon of grated ginger, and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Stir well and drink first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Drink this daily for 10 days straight. Many people notice reduced bloating, improved digestion, and a flatter stomach within that first stretch. After 10 days, take a 3-day break before repeating if desired. Some people make this a permanent part of their morning routine. Tip number 4, optimize your sleep for automatic fat burning. Most people think muscle is built in the gym, but that's only half the story. Muscle is broken down when you train, but it's rebuilt when you sleep. And if you're not getting enough quality rest, you're sabotaging your results no matter how perfectly you eat or train. Here's the proof that will shock you. A landmark study published in the Annals of Internal Medicine put participants on identical calorie-restricted diets. The only difference was sleep duration. Those who slept just 5.5 hours per night lost 80% muscle and only 20% fat. Those who slept 8.5 hours lost almost all fat and actually gained muscle on the same diet. Let that sink in. The same exact diet produced completely opposite results based solely on sleep duration. Here's what happens during poor sleep. Growth hormone production plummets. This hormone is crucial for muscle maintenance and fat burning, and it's released primarily during deep sleep phases. Cortisol levels spike, promoting belly fat storage. Leptin, your satiety hormone, decreases while ghrelin, your hunger hormone, increases. This creates intense cravings, especially for high-carb, high-sugar foods. Just one bad night of sleep can spike inflammation markers, slow recovery, and reduce the glycogen your muscles need to bounce back. You'll feel sore, tired, and weaker the next day, making it harder to maintain your exercise routine. But here's the good news. Improving sleep quality can dramatically accelerate your results. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep every night. Create a consistent bedtime routine. Dim the lights 2 hours before bed. Keep your bedroom cool, around 65-68 degrees, and avoid screens for at least an hour before sleep. Get early morning sunlight exposure within 30 minutes of waking. This helps reset your circadian rhythm and improves nighttime melatonin production. If you live in a low sunlight area or it's winter, consider a light therapy box. Don't ignore vitamin D. It plays a crucial role in your sleep-wake cycle and helps produce melatonin naturally. Most people over 50 are deficient. Get tested and aim for levels above 40 mg. Consider magnesium supplementation. This mineral helps relax muscles and calm the nervous system. Take 200-400 milliliters of magnesium glycinate about an hour before bed. Remember, sleep isn't lazy. It's when your body does its most important repair work. Treat sleep like part of your training plan, because it literally determines whether your efforts pay off. Tip number 5. Cut through supplement marketing and focus on what actually works. Walk into any supplement store and you'll see shelves lined with promises. Build muscle fast. Get shredded overnight. Melt belly fat. But here's the uncomfortable truth most companies don't want you to know. 90% of supplements are either useless or redundant if you're eating properly. Let's start with the most overrated supplement, BCAAs or branched-chain amino acids. They sound impressive, right? But if you're already eating enough protein from food or shakes, BCAAs add zero benefit. Muscle building requires all 20 amino acids working together, not just 3. Taking BCAAs is like bringing 3 players to a football game and wondering why you lose. Here's what actually helps. First, a high-quality protein powder. This isn't magic, but it's convenient for hitting your daily protein targets, especially post-workout. Look for whey isolate with 20-30 grams of protein per serving and at least 4 grams of BCAAs, particularly leucine. Whey isolate is superior to concentrate because it's purer, 90% or more protein by weight with less lactose and fat. Second, omega-3 fatty acids from fish oil. These help preserve muscle mass even during periods of inactivity, support protein synthesis, and reduce inflammation. Most people don't eat enough fatty fish to get adequate omega-3s. Aim for 2,000 to 3,000 milligolars of combined EPA and DHA daily. Third, vitamin D. This isn't just for bone health, it directly affects muscle function, sleep quality, and recovery. Most people, especially those who train indoors or live in northern climates, are deficient. Vitamin D deficiency can reduce muscle strength by up to 30% and significantly impact sleep quality. Fourth, creatine monohydrate. This is one of the most researched supplements in existence. It helps your muscles produce more ATP, the fuel for explosive strength and endurance. Take 5 grams daily. No loading phase needed, no cycling required. And contrary to old myths, it doesn't damage your kidneys or cause dehydration when used properly. Fifth, magnesium. Most people are deficient, and it's crucial for muscle function, sleep, and stress management. Magnesium glycinate is the most bioavailable form and least likely to cause digestive upset. Tip number 6. Stop counting calories and start redistributing macronutrients strategically. This is where most people get it completely wrong. The automatic response when people hit perimenopause and postmenopause and start gaining weight is calories in, calories out. I need to be in a calorie deficit. But this leads to low energy availability, metabolic slowdown, and actually makes the problem worse. Here's what the research shows. Yes, your metabolism does slow down slightly when you hit postmenopause, but we can counter that with proper protein intake and macronutrient distribution. It's not about eating less, it's about eating smarter. Instead of the standard American diet that's 40% carbohydrates, 30% fat, and 30% protein, we're going to flip this for optimal fat burning after 50. Drop your carbohydrates from 40% down to 30-35% of total calories. Increase your protein to 30-35% of calories. That's roughly 2 grams per kilogram of body weight. Maintain healthy fats at 30-35%. Why does this work? Higher protein intake has a thermic effect. Your body burns more calories just digesting and processing protein compared to carbs or fats. This is called the thermic effect of food, and protein has the highest thermic effect at about 25-30%, meaning you burn 25-30 calories for every 100 calories of protein you consume. The higher protein also helps maintain muscle mass during any weight loss phase. Remember, muscle is metabolically active tissue. Every pound of muscle burns about 6 to 10 calories per day at rest, while fat burns only 2 to 3 calories per pound. But here's the crucial part. We want lots of fruits and vegetables for gut diversity. The fiber feeds your beneficial bacteria and helps crowd out the harmful bacteria that promote fat storage. Aim for 25-35 grams of fiber daily from whole food sources. For carbohydrates, focus on timing. Have most of your carbs around your workouts when your muscles can use them for fuel. The rest of the day, emphasize protein and healthy fats to keep insulin stable. Here's a sample day. Breakfast, 3 eggs with spinach and avocado. Mid-morning, Greek yogurt with berries. Lunch, large salad with grilled chicken, olive oil dressing, and a small portion of quinoa. Pre-workout, apple with almond butter. Post-workout, protein shake with banana. Dinner, salmon with roasted vegetables and sweet potato. This approach works because you're providing your body with the building blocks it needs while keeping hormones optimized for fat burning. Now let me show you how to put this all together with a real success story. Patricia contacted us 6 months ago. She was 58 years old, postmenopausal, and completely frustrated. She had been doing everything the conventional wisdom recommended: hour-long cardio sessions 5 days a week, eating a low-fat diet with frequent small meals, taking a basic multivitamin. Despite her dedication, she had gained 25 pounds over 3 years, mostly around her midsection. Her energy was terrible. She was having trouble sleeping, and she felt like her body had betrayed her. Here's exactly what we changed. First, we eliminated her long cardio sessions and replaced them with 3 resistance training sessions per week, focusing on compound movements in the 6 to 8 rep range, plus 2 short high-intensity sessions. Total exercise time dropped from 5 hours per week to 3 hours. Second, we restructured her meals. Instead of 6 small meals, she ate 3 larger meals with protein first, vegetables second, carbs last. We increased her protein to 120 grams per day and reduced her carbs to about 80 grams daily, focusing them around her workouts. Third, she started every morning with the 5-ingredient drink I described earlier. Fourth, we optimized her sleep by creating a consistent bedtime routine and supplementing with magnesium and vitamin D. The results? In the first 2 weeks, she lost 8 pounds and 3 inches from her waist. But more importantly, her energy returned, her cravings disappeared, and she felt strong again. By month 3, she had lost 18 pounds and gained noticeable muscle definition. By month 6, she was down 28 pounds, sleeping better than she had in years, and felt more confident and energetic than she had in her 40s. The key was working with her hormonal changes, not against them. We didn't restrict calories or increase exercise volume. We optimized the type of exercise, the timing of nutrients, and supported her body's natural recovery processes. Here's your step-by-step implementation plan starting today. Week 1. Focus on food order. Protein first, vegetables second, carbs last at every meal. Start your morning with the 5-ingredient drink. Week 2. Add the 12 to 16-hour overnight fast. Simply stop eating 3 hours before bed and don't eat again until morning. Week 3. Begin resistance training. If you're new to weights, start with bodyweight exercises or light dumbbells. Focus on squats, push-ups, rows, and overhead presses. Week 4. Add one high-intensity session. Even 10 minutes of alternating 30 seconds hard effort with 90 seconds easy recovery will make a difference. Throughout all of this, prioritize sleep. This isn't optional, it's when all the magic happens. Aim for 7 to 9 hours nightly and create a consistent routine. Remember, this isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. Subscribe to our channel for more science-backed strategies for thriving after 40. Check the description below for links to the specific supplements I mentioned. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. Together, we can change the narrative around aging and help more people reclaim their health and vitality. Have a specific health or wellness issue on your mind that you'd love to tackle with a holistic approach? Drop your questions in the comments. We'd be thrilled to create a video just for you, offering natural and effective solutions. Your transformation starts with your next meal. Make it count, and remember, you're not too old, you're not too late. You just need the right approach. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.